Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. Happy Saturday, people. Oh my goodness, I had a really big day. Never left the house. Oh wait, I think I did one. We had to go to Home Depot. But I got a ton of stuff done here at the house. And it was important things that needed to be done. And it was like a lot of cleaning, really intense cleaning, which I think is very therapeutic. And then we're working on our horse stalls and stuff outside. So I was a superwoman and lifted hundreds of pounds with my husband. I'm always so proud when I can keep up with him because he's so strong. And when I'm on my plan, which I most certainly am, I don't get any inflammation in my muscles. So where he'll be saying, oh my gosh, I'm hurting, my muscles are burning. Now granted, he can lift more than I can. But largely, no. The recovery time is very short, if at all. And I just feel tremendously blessed. Also, I did not get sunburned, yay, which is lovely because I was out in the sun for over 4 hours and it was quite warm today and I felt very blessed for that. And again, it's because I'm doing my proper eating. Lots of fruit, lots of greens, healthy plant-based fats. I was thrilled. It was just such a better day, you know? So anyway, I just wanted to check in for accountability. I was completely on plan. I paid my monkey mind by putting in my urge jar, I want to say chips, but glass beads in my urge jar, which is happily filling up. It's happily filling up because this is how many times I've avoided an urge. And certainly it does haunt me. But when I'm doing physical labor and I'm on task, not so much. Like I don't even notice. It's so brilliant. And I didn't even eat until 3 o'clock. I was just busy. And when I ate at 3 o'clock, it was delicious and I was so happy. And then when I had my dinner at 6 o'clock, I was thrilled. And all of it was just really lovely. And then the kitchen was closed and the tea bar was opened. And I was stoked for that too. So I did take a moment with Coconut, my monkey, and said, thank you so much for keeping things at bay. I'll say that, Coconut. Can I call you Coco for short, or Cokie? That makes me miss Cokie Roberts. Such a great woman. Anyway, my animals were really struggling. It was just one of those days, I had to have the bug guy come and spray. I had to have the air conditioner guy come and modify something. When Dale got home, as I said, we got a ton of work done. It was interesting. A cat was in my yard, which is kind of funny. I've never seen this black cat before. And it came running when it heard the dogs barking and ran underneath the hay barn and then found its way down the side of the house, which was just such a surprise. I haven't had cats for a long time because, fortunately, they were comfortable with the dogs at our home and dared to trust other dogs that mauled them. If not to death in the moment, they died from their injuries. Horrific. So I promised that I would not have cats until they were safe. But I do enjoy cats, and it was a kick to see one of them. But anyway, I just really wanted to talk a moment about the icon for this video because it's so powerful. And it says, oh no, don't even tell me. It says, no one is you, and that is your superpower. My good friend Tanny Raw is a social media phenom on every health platform. Look her up, Tanny Raw, all one word. Is really big on this. She always stresses that there is never another you in all of the universe, in all of time. That there is only one where every single cell perfectly came together in a blink of time and created you. And that there will never be another. There never was, there never will be. And so you can imagine why that's a superpower. Now, I think the struggle for me is, can I accept that as enough? Is it enough that I am a unique entity that will never come again? That God doesn't make junk. I can certainly understand that. But is that superpower enough? Or is the goal to find what this entity is called to be? Like, what is it? So again, is it enough to just exist? Or is the goal to find that unique something that I possess that nobody else necessarily does? And we all have a story to tell. And that was another thing that Tanny Raw was really big on, was getting people to tell their story and understand that whatever your walk is, it's unique to you. And in expressing it, inevitably it'll touch others. That's why I started Jules Blessed Vegan. I attended a Raw Reset, which is an amazing program, and you can look up Tanny Raw Reset. You can look in Jules Blessed Vegan for Tanny Raw Reset, because I did a whole video praising her for it. But at that time, a few years ago, she absolutely said, when you guys are done with the Raw Reset, be sure and make a YouTube channel, make an Instagram page, and share your story. And I was like, oh, I don't know how to do that. I don't even know if I will do that. And the Raw Reset was in July. And finally, around September, so a few months later, I thought, oh, it's 100 days till Christmas. Why don't I just do like 100-day challenge and make this channel, you know? And I'm so grateful that I did. It hasn't taken off by any means. I appreciate you guys being here. There aren't that many people who do come here, but I'm grateful to have a platform to just share as I evolve, as I have my experience perfectly imperfect. And I'm really grateful for that. So no one is you, and that is your superpower. I would love to just be going, no one's me. That's my superpower. Like, stand back. I do like that. I like that. I'm going to have to pray about that. It's very cool. All right, my friends, that's it. I'm just checking in. I just wanted to say I'm well. I'm here to support you. I appreciate you stopping by. I, hit over 12,000 steps today in the best way without having to intentionally do it. Yes, I did my 15 minutes on the rebounder because I'm moving my lymphatic system. Yeah, it came to me instantly today, not so much yesterday. And so a couple thousand of that was on the rebounder, but the other 8,000+ was just being engaged in my life. And that is my favorite way. Doing physical resistance with strength by picking up natural things like wood and horse panels and hay bales and, just all of those things, and naturally obtaining all of those steps and just feeling empowered at the end of the day. I really was stoked for that and thanked God to no end. And tomorrow is a really big day and it starts very early, which is why I've got to wrap this up. But I imagine tomorrow can be just as successful in the same way. And I will be strengthened. I will be eating right. I have a plan. I'm focusing. When I get distraught over food, I visualize and remember the luscious, enriching, dynamic food that God has provided for me. And so far, it's holding. All right, if you like, join us. If you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, best of all, know that you are one of a kind, and that is your superpower. And therefore, you are blessed.